To acknowledge the presence of our board members.
Bright Owaya may not be able to stand on her own 2 feet after an accident left her paralyzed 18 years ago, but she stands on her conviction that road accident casualties are not just a statistic.
In the name of George Wachira, I can read the name of Jackson Talam.
And so on this specially stitched kilt, she reminds those attending the World Day of Remembrance for road traffic victims in Nairobi of their names and their stories.
Each piece represents a person that is dead. If you see a mark, it represents a person that is dead.
2,580 people have lost their lives since the beginning of the year, 114 more people from last year when the number of people who lost their lives stood at 2,466. More alarming is the fact that nearly half of such victims are pedestrians, with the rise in deaths from motorcycles steadily increasing. Stakeholders, including the National Transport and Safety Authority, keen on reminding people of the burden of road carnage on families, communities and nations. Back in 1999, George Wayaki was a taxi driver before a Greasley Road accident left him paralyzed. The father of 4 was with a client on that night many moons ago when another driver hit him and sped off. Today, he says, he wouldn't have been on a wheelchair if the other driver was more careful.
Madereva wasikunywe pombe kama wanapeleka magari, sababu kama nikiangalia kama siku hiyo kulikuwa Sunday usiku, labda huyo alikuwa mtu mlevi. Na hiyo ama alikuwa mtu ambaye ni careless. Ningependa watu wakuwe careful when they are driving.
Those unable to tell their stories are remembered by name, in memory.
I will give my best to reverse the sad story on our roads.
And by such assurances by stakeholders that they will work tirelessly to ensure road safety is enforced.
So I have this very wild idea that I want to put a kilt in the traffic commandant's office so that when his people are tempted to do anything else other than to enforce the law as we think it should be, they are haunted by those messages. I want to put a kilt in Director General Major's office, hopefully. Instead of your design on the wall, I want those names and messages to haunt you to action. I would like to put a kilt in the judiciary.
And with the holidays approaching, a stern warning on those who do not observe road safety rules.
If you can't keep to the recommended speeds, you would rather enjoy your Christmas here, because we are going to make it very difficult for people who do not want to go through the adhered speed limit.
Every year, as the world remembers road accident victims, one message continues to be reiterated. With human behavior constituting 85% of all road accidents, road safety starts with you. Evelyn Omboy, Citizen TV, Nairobi.